The Dolphins get a boost in the betting odds for the AFC East. Before they were just kind of an also-ran. And the Bills are still the favorites, and the Bills are unchanged, but the Patriots have their odds changed from plus 350 to plus 400. The Dolphins go from plus 650 to plus 400. Even with the Patriots to win the division, sorry, Jets. I would love to know what the Jets' odds would be if they had gotten Tyreek Hill.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Right.
They stay constant at plus 2,500, 25 to 1 shot, and I don't think that is a good value bet. Not with the Bills, Patriots, and Dolphins in that division. But, boy, I'd love to see how those odds would have moved for the Jets if they had gotten Tyreek Hill. And I'm told it was very, very close between the Jets and the Dolphins. I don't know about Tyreek Hill in the New York market. You got all those publications there digging around and trying to, you know what they do. It's they put a magnifying glass on everything. They'll put you on the back page. There's a ton of scrutiny, and if there's any look, I'm told that one of the teams that did some due diligence just came to the conclusion, Diva, too much of a problem. That's their right to come to that conclusion based upon their research. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that's the conclusion they came to.
Right.
They decided they didn't want to do it, and I assume other teams decided, if you got to give up all that in draft pick compensation, you got to pay him. That's a lot to do, and there aren't many teams that are going to fall into that category. Because I look at it this way. The team that knows him better than anyone didn't want to go beyond a certain amount to pay him.
Right.
A team that doesn't know him at all not only is willing to pay him more, but is also willing to give up 5 draft picks. On top of that, now, from the Chiefs' perspective, they know they can get the draft picks, so they're doing the balancing act as well. But think of it that way in very simple terms. They have Tyreek Hill. They aren't willing to go beyond here to keep him. Someone who knows him not at all goes here and says, here, take all these draft picks. Sight unseen. I don't know how much research they were able to do in a short period of time, but they came to the conclusion that they'll be able to handle him.
Yeah.
They came to the conclusion he won't be a problem. It puts a lot of pressure on the team to make this work.
Right.
And that's the other side of it, too, that we haven't discussed.
Yeah.
We've speculated on how Tyreek Hill will be used. At a certain level, there's going to be pressure on Mike McDaniel to use him, get the ball in his hands. We got to justify. I could see Stephen Ross harumphing up in his luxury suite saying, we gave up all that money to that guy and he's just standing around. Why isn't the football in his hands? Why isn't he playing quarterback? That is a huge potential pressure point for the Dolphins coaching staff to justify the trade by overusing Tyreek Hill.
I think the pressure you're kind of talking or leading us down the road there is the reason why Miami does it. Because to me, the other factor that plays into this, and you're right, Mike, there's going to be pressure. Everybody's going to be looking at this now. I mean, Tyreek, you're getting all that money. What are they doing with him? What are his yards? What are his receptions? What are the touchdowns? Are they getting their money's back? They're getting their money's worth out of this deal. That's going to be, microscope, certainly, by the owner, by the media, everybody. But I think also what plays into this and why this happens and gets done is, you got a new coach who's, offensive head coach. He wants his offense to look good. But it's another inkling to go, we're going to make Tua work no matter what. If we got to put a damn all-star team around him to where he could throw it 1 foot and the other guy runs 95, that's what we're going to do. They're going all in on, we're going to justify Tua at number 5. At least that's my thought. So I think that put
I got another take.
All right, good.
I got another take.
Good.
It's the Tua No Excuses Tour 2022.
That could be too. You're right.
We got you, Raheem Mostert. We got you, Tyreek Hill.
Sure.
We got you, Teron Armstead. So if you stink now, and I'm not saying he does,
yes,
but if you do stink now, it's your own damn fault.
I think we're on to something there. I do. I think you could. It's both there. It could be both. Wait. We'll know what he is after this year. If he can't make it work with these freaking guys, where I would say Hill, Gesicki, Waddle is as good a 3 as there is in football. I mean, that is the period. So, yes, I think there's probably that. And then you don't have any second guessing, at the end of the year. You go, wait, we did everything we can to put really good players around him. So we know what the guy is now. We're not cutting ties with him or going, wait, we need another quarterback when we go, well, we didn't have great talent around him. I think that plays into it, Mike. I would think that's part of the equation, or at least some of the thought process. But they're going to try to make this work with Tua, and I think that was decided halfway through last year, like you've talked about a lot, when they decided not to pursue Deshaun Watson anymore.
And if Tua gets injured at some point, it's Teddy Bridgewater with Teron Armstead blocking for him, and Jalen Waddle, and Tyreek Hill, and Raheem Mostert, and Chase Edmonds, and oh my goodness.
I know. It's a lot of really Miami, you know, we didn't get to talk about it off our points bet there, but man, Miami is a team where you look at it and you compare them to the AFC East. I go, well, their rosters is good or better than the Bills or the Patriots. It is. We just got to see the quarterback be big time in some big moments. We got to see them, you know, be a little battle tested to where we could say, hey, they've been there, they've done that. You know, the last 2 years it's all been good, but when they had to win that game, they couldn't do it. But you look at the defense, and we've talked about that early in the offseason, it's one stud after another. At all three levels. I mean, it really is. And then you look at the offense, and we talked a little, I think it was earlier this week, the only thing you questioned even before Tyreek Hill a little bit was just, hey, the offensive line's got to get a little bit better. You know, they got to find a left tackle. They got a bunch of young guys who are really good. I think they'll fill into the other 4 spots. Oh, damn, now they got the left tackle. I mean, they're set up to be a force in the AFC. They really are, and they've done a good job making some big moves.
They kept Josh Boyer as defensive coordinator. We loved what their defense did the second half of the season. And if it doesn't work this year with Tua, they will be the number one attraction next year for any veteran quarterback that is looking for a new place, including if Tom Brady, when his contract expires in Tampa Bay, decides next year to make the move from Tampa St. Pete down to South Florida. And it's look, we both know it was real. It was a conversation.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.